If you're over 70, you've already done something remarkable. You've survived. You've endured storms that younger generations can't even name. You've said final goodbyes, rebuilt from loss, adapted to change, and lived through decades of love, fear, mistakes, and miracles. And yet, here you are, still standing, still breathing, still capable of something greater. But here's the hard truth. Not everyone who reaches this age is truly living. Many are simply existing, held back not by age itself, but by what they refuse to let go of. You see, the secret to joy in the later stages of life isn't about adding more. It's about subtracting what no longer serves you, because happiness after 70 isn't found in clinging to the past. It's found in releasing the weight of it. In today's video, inspired by the wisdom of Dr. Jordan Peterson, we'll uncover 8 specific things you must let go of if you want real peace, clarity, and happiness in this next chapter of life. These aren't shallow tips or empty feel-good advice. These are truths, hard-earned through experience, that will challenge you, liberate you, and quite possibly change the way you live the rest of your life. So, if you've ever felt like you're carrying more than you should, if your heart is heavy, but you don't know why, stay with me, because what we're about to talk about could be the moment everything shifts for the better. 1. Let go of the belief that you've learned everything you need. One of the greatest lies we tell ourselves as we age is that we've learned enough, that the decades behind us somehow mean we've reached the final chapter of growth. But real wisdom knows that learning never ends. The moment you decide there's nothing left to explore, you don't just stop growing, you begin to shrink. Curiosity isn't a young person's game. It's the spark that keeps the mind alive at any age. The most vibrant people in their 70s are not those who cling to the past, but those who ask new questions, try new things, and keep their minds open. Read a new book, join a new conversation, challenge your long-held beliefs. Your brain is still capable of expansion, and your spirit is still hungry for meaning. When you choose to keep learning, you're not just extending your knowledge, you're expanding your life. 2. Release relationships that drain more than they give. By the time you reach your 70s, your time and energy are no longer things to be wasted. They're sacred. And yet, too many people continue to carry the weight of relationships that take more than they give. These people may not yell or insult, but they leave you feeling tense, small, or emotionally tired. You've likely tolerated them for years, out of guilt, obligation, or fear of being alone. But now is not the time to hold on to what drains you. If someone doesn't bring peace, warmth, or a sense of ease to your life, it's okay to step back. You're not being unkind. You're protecting your soul. Healthy relationships don't demand your silence, your energy, or your identity. They support it. Letting go of toxic ties isn't about anger. It's about choosing yourself for once. And finally, breathing in a space that feels safe. 3. Clear the clutter, physically, emotionally, and mentally. Look around your home. How many things are just sitting there? Unused tools, old clothes, drawers full of someday items. Every object you no longer use isn't just collecting dust. It's collecting your energy. Clutter silently weighs down your peace of mind. And the same is true for emotional clutter. Regrets you replay, grudges you quietly carry, thoughts that drain your joy without you noticing. Your 70s should feel lighter, freer, not stuck in the weight of what no longer matters. Every corner you clear and every emotion you release makes space for something better. Clarity, calm, and contentment. Let go of what doesn't serve you. Clean your home, yes, but more importantly, cleanse your heart. You're not just organizing shelves, you're making room for peace. 4. Let go of the fear of aging. One of the most damaging beliefs we carry is that aging is a decline, a slow fading into irrelevance. But that's not the truth. Aging is a privilege denied to many. Every wrinkle, every grey hair, every birthday is proof that you've lived, loved, and endured. You've earned the right to stand tall in your years, not shrink away from them. The fear of getting older only steals from the joy of being alive today. Instead of resisting time, embrace it. You're not disappearing, you're transforming. This stage of life isn't about being less, it's about becoming more honest, more free, more connected to what really matters. Let go of the fear, and you'll make room for grace, wisdom, and peace to guide your days. 5. Stop expecting others to make you happy. By the time we reach a certain age, many of us fall into the quiet trap of waiting for someone to call, for someone to visit, for someone else to bring us joy. But here's the truth. Happiness is never delivered, it's created. The happiest people over 70 aren't those who rely on others to fill their days. They are the ones who take full ownership of their joy. If you're waiting for your children, friends, or spouse to make you feel loved or fulfilled, you might be handing them power they didn't ask for. Start creating your own light. Try something new, reconnect with a passion, or simply take yourself out for a walk with no agenda. Your joy isn't anyone else's responsibility, it's yours. And when you begin to fill your own cup, you'll be surprised at how naturally connection flows back into your life. 6. Let go of comparing yourself to younger people. It's easy to look at the younger generation and feel like you've been left behind. Their energy, their speed, their seemingly limitless options, it's all on full display. But here's what they don't have: your wisdom, your experience, and the deep strength that only time can build. The truth is, aging is not a race you've lost. It's a mountain you've climbed. Every line on your face tells a story of resilience. Every silver strand in your hair is a reminder that you've made it through days others couldn't. When you compare yourself to someone in their 30s or 40s, you rob yourself of the richness of your own journey. This stage of life isn't about keeping up. It's about slowing down to savor what others are rushing past. Embrace where you are, not where you used to be. Because joy doesn't live in the past. It lives in the acceptance of today. 7. Let go of regret. Regret is a quiet thief. It doesn't storm into your life, it seeps in slowly. A memory here, a what-if there. And before you know it, it begins to color your present with the shadows of the past. But here's the truth. No matter how much you wish things had gone differently, the past cannot be changed. What can change, what is still entirely in your power, is how you live now. By 70, you've lived enough life to have made mistakes, missed chances, and said things you wish you hadn't. But you've also learned, survived, and grown. Regret will tell you that you missed your chance. Wisdom will tell you that there's still time to choose differently, to make peace, to forgive, not just others, but yourself. Letting go of regret doesn't mean forgetting what happened. It means freeing yourself from its weight. You deserve lightness in this chapter of your life. You deserve to look forward without the burden of yesterday pressing on your shoulders. And when you release regret, you make room for joy, for clarity, and for the kind of peace that only comes with true acceptance. 8. Let go of the belief that it's too late. There is a lie that quietly creeps in as we age. It's too late for me, too late to start over, too late to try something new, too late to matter. But that lie is one of the greatest thieves of joy, purpose, and self-belief. The truth? As long as you are breathing, it is never too late. History is filled with people who found their passion, their love, or their calling in their 70s, 80s, even 90s. Age doesn't stop growth. Fear does. Limiting beliefs do. You may not run as fast as you used to or remember things as quickly, but what you do have is the most powerful asset of all: experience, perspective, depth, a lifetime of lessons that can now become your foundation for something extraordinary. This stage of life is not a decline, it's a refinement. You no longer have to prove yourself to the world. You get to live for yourself with authenticity, intention, and wisdom. So if you've been telling yourself it's too late, stop. That belief is a cage, and you hold the key. Let go of the timeline you thought you had to follow. Start where you are, with what you have. And remember, the most beautiful chapters often come when we least expect them. You've made it this far in life not by chance, but by strength, resilience, and wisdom. And the truth is, your story isn't over. In fact, it might just be beginning in a whole new way. Letting go isn't about giving up. It's about making space. Space for peace, for joy, for the version of yourself that's been waiting patiently under the weight of what no longer serves you. If this video resonated with you, don't keep it to yourself. Share it with someone you care about, someone who might need this reminder right now. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Here, we speak to the soul, not the ego. Because no matter your age, your past, or your pain, this is your time. You are not too old, and it is not too late. Stay strong, stay light, and never forget, the best days can still be ahead if you choose to make them so. We'll see you in the next video.